Hello everyone and welcome back to Spectacle Island. This is the multiplayer co-op with Nordic Farming. We're just chilling out in the lounge here, ready to start our busy day of jobs. Yeah, the first job on the list today is clearing yet some more space outside. We need to clear the trees that are next to the garage and also over at the hayloft which is there. So we're just going to cut down a few trees like we did last time. Oh yeah, that cleared a few barrels. Okay, get rid of the stump. Again, that's looking much clearer, and yet we can add these logs to our pile over here. So last time we were busy on field number 12. We were getting it seeded with soybeans after we had to lime and scan it. And whilst we were doing that, Nordic was busy clearing field number 4. And there was a lot of trees in here, which he used the winch to pull them over to here. And then, yeah, at the end of the session, we delimbed them, and they're all ready there to pick up. As you can see, we're quite low on funds, so we definitely need to get on to selling some wood to make some money. The plan is that we are going to pick up the small logs with the firewood mod. So we're going to chop them up with the hatchet and add them into pallets, and then we're also going to get the big logs from here and at the field to sell them. So I think this tree's probably going to clear this space here, I hope. Oh yeah, we moved something out of there. I'm hoping that this log, or this tree rather, is going to clear that space. And it did, which is great. So with that space cleared up, we can now access those logs with the log grab and get them loaded onto the log trailer which Nordic bought last time. It's quite a big log trailer, so we should be able to fill it up quite nicely. So I'm going to jump in the Fent and go over to the shop and buy our new log grab. So the log grab we were using last time was okay, but not quite big enough. So going to buy a bigger one. And I'm also going to take the trailer to buy some firewood crates. So where's the tractor? Ah, it's over here. So we're going to jump in that. Nordic is going to go to field number 4 and grab the log trailer. And we will see him back here at the farm. Oh my goodness. There is the shark. And ahead of us is the man with an awful lot of gold in his boat. So yeah, we are selling and switching up the log grab because the one we've got on here is alright, but it's not quite big enough for the length of logs we're going to have. And we haven't got the money yet at the moment for a telehandler or a wheel loader that's going to be big enough to load all the logs. Right, so I'm at the container ship. I'm just going to drop off our old log grab. Okay, so the one we are going to sell is this one, the Biobelt LF180. And oh, should we can't repair it first, so we'll just sell that. And then the one we are going to buy is part of the CSZ pack. Here we go, the double fork carriage for logs. I've seen this in action, and yeah, it's pretty handy. Bit more expensive, but is worth it. Cool. Whilst we're here, I'm also going to sell the pallet fork. That is good, but I prefer to use a big bag lifter for pallets. It's just a little bit quicker and a little bit easier for this style of gameplay. So yeah. Oh, let's attach the trailer and get the log grab hooked up. As you can see, it's quite a bit wider than the previous, so that will make for lifting being a little bit easier and whatnot. We'll have to take it back and get it serviced. Also, I'm thinking we're probably going to need a weight of some sort, so let's have a look at what we've got here. Don't think we've got any modded ones, but we should probably buy a Fent one. I'm going to buy the firewood pallets. We need 2 of them. Cool. And we can just pick those up ourselves, get them on the trailer, ready for chopping up some firewood. And we also need a hatchet, so we can buy that. So hatchets are in miscellaneous, and it is £100 cheaper than the axe. So yeah, we'll go with the hatchet. Cool, so that's that. In terms of weight, do we need a weight? I reckon we're probably going to need a weight. So let's buy that used. Just got enough money, so we're going to need it. Okay, so I've just loaded the weight onto the trailer. Not ideal, but the tractor can't take the weight at the front, and it's probably going to slide off. But let's get back to the farm and get everything serviced up. There we go, back at the farm. We can get that hitched on the tractor and get both things serviced. Cool. In hindsight, this weight is probably way too heavy for this size of tractor, but nonetheless, we're going to be lifting some heavy logs, so need to counter that weight for sure. So let's give this log grab a try. I'm probably going to have to clear these bits of driftwood. Okay, so we have loaded up the logs that were at the farm onto the trailer. Ooh, looks like some have just fallen off. I think the more lashing required. I think we'll just leave that piece of driftwood. And some logs are falling off. We've not done the best loading job. It is quite tricky with multiplayer. Using the front loaders and such can be really tricky, as it's a bit laggy. but never mind. We will crack on and go to field number 4 and try and get a good amount of logs loaded up so we can sell them. Cool, so Nordic is going to switch and do some loading, and I'm going to trim some of the smaller bits and make that into firewood. Here's one we can pick up by hand. Let's take some of the lighter ones over for firewood. Some of the tips and offcuts, here they are. Cool, so first load done. Can't see all of the logs because of some sort of multiplayer bug. Not the neatest, that's for sure, but Nordic's going to run that over to the sawmill, and in the meantime I'm going to crack on with making some firewood. So I have been cutting off the tops of certain pieces, and I'm going to use the hatchet to chop them. So here we go, let's get the hatchet out and start chopping. There we go, that means there's been some firewood added to the pallets. And the pallets look to sell for a good price. There's a few places it's accepted on the map, so it looks pretty good. Nearly one full. Let's get the other one done. Cool, so I've just sorted a few logs, cut them down to a similar length, and with the offcuts I'm just chopping away to make some good firewood. So yeah, gonna keep doing that. Nordic is off selling the previous load of wood at the sawmill, so I'm hoping that we're going to get some good money out of that. In the meantime I'm going to keep sorting the logs ready for when we have the next load, and any offcuts that we get I'm going to be chopping away into firewood. 2 1/3 pallets full now, so still got a little way to go, so let's crack on with it. Cool, so sorted a few of the logs, cut them down to size, and then we've got a bit of spare wood for the firewood. Nordic is back from delivering the wood, so yeah, we earned £29,000 from that wood, so that was really good. Right, so next we need to think about getting this field cleared and ready for a crop to go in. We are going to buy a plough, but we are just shy of money. The one that we want, the Lizardland 700 I think it's called, is 30,400, so we're just shy on money. So we're going to need to do another run to the sawmill. So I think what we're going to do is get that loaded up, take it to the sawmill, and then we can get a plough purchased. And whilst I'm doing that, it sounds as if Nordic is going to get the grain boat, and we have some soybean or canola, I think it's canola actually, that's in the silo. So we can take that in the grain boat over to the sell point to get the cash we need for the plough. I hope I'm going to do a good job loading these. So I think Nordic is off to go do that now, and then we will see him hopefully later when he's back with the plough and starting to plough up this field. But our job is to get this loaded up as best we can and over to the sawmill. And once we've done that, we will also need to take that trailer with the firewood to the sell point as well. Fun and games today. Lots of antics with wood, which is always fun to handle. Always a little bit tricky. Especially on a multiplayer server. Tends to jump around when you least expect it to. Right, that looks to be loaded. So let's just get the vent fucked up. Grabs closed off. And switched off there. Lovely, look at that. So that's some pretty neat loading, if I say so myself. Just going to get it lashed up so we are super safe in transit. I don't want any bits getting lost or falling off. Cool. So our first time driving the yams. Start her up. The vintage truck looks very Russian or Eastern European. Reminds me of Mud Runner, if anyone's played it. Very good game, and you get this sort of truck all over. So let's go for it. Our route is to the sawmill, obviously. So going to need to look up the best way to go. So we are here on field number 4. The sawmill is up over there. Now we could drive, but I think what Nordic has been doing is using the boat. So driving onto the boat and then taking the boat over to the boat unloading. Which, yeah, is going to be cool to try. So, I'm going to drive down here to the dock that's near our farm, drive onto the boat, or the ferry, and take the load over to the boat unloading station. So, let's have at it. Let's try and negotiate some of these turns. Yeah, all being well, I'll see you over there shortly. Oh dear, we appear to have got stuck and rolled over on a corner. I didn't think it was that tight, but it's happened. So I'm going to need to jump back in the fence. I will leave the trailer here, but we're going to have to lift up the truck and hopefully get it back on the road. I hope it's not too damaged. Right, so hopefully we're going to be able to slot in here and right the truck. Go on, son. Hey, there we go. Thank goodness for that. Disaster averted. We've got such a long way to go. I'm going to have to really take it easy in the truck. Right, we have freed ourselves. I'm just quickly going to check the yams, as I'm not sure if it's been serviced yet. Was it? Yeah, it needs to be repaired, so we will repair it. Good. Right, so the ferry is down here. I'm going to take it perilously slow. I don't want to roll over again. There it is. Oh god, this is a steep hill. Better get the brakes on early. Low gear. Hopefully don't overdo it. There we go. And down to the dock. And this is very cool. I like that there's a ferry built into the game. It's definitely picking up the weight of our lorry, that's for sure. Right. Turn the lorry off. Hello! Never had a flyby salute before. Cool, so fuel looks to be good. I am just going to top it up. And I think there's a way to raise the ramps on this. Yeah, there we go. Just to avoid truck going overboard. Oh yes. There's the man with the gold. We could probably steal his load while he's sailing near us. Hijack it. We're not going to do that. We're not pirates. We are fellow friendly seafarers. Right, just filling up the ferry. And then let's go for a little boat ride. Reverse it out. I think that green boat is the one with the grain tank, which Nordic would have taken to the boat unloading station. Right, so I'm just going to set it on cruise. And let's have a look up here. Oh yeah, look, Nordic has started ploughing. Yeah, I think... oh yeah, ploughed, there we go. So we started ploughing field number 4, that's great. I look forward to getting over there and seeing the new plough. But here's where we're aiming toward. So we're going to go up to here, right under the bridge, and there. Just looking at it, I think the road and the waterways would have been a bit quicker, but this makes for a more attractive route. We have a lovely boat foghorn. Excellent. So we want to head to starboard, which I think is right in nautical terms. And port is left. Correct me if I'm wrong on that. I'm not a boat captain. Better watch the shallows on the right. Don't want to hit into anything. Cool, right, well, so we should be under this bridge, and just on the other side of this island here would be the unloading station. So I'll see you when we're there. And here we are. So the sawmill is here, and the unloading station is where the crane is on the right. So we're going to aim for that dock, and there's a little cell icon on the right hand side. Let's just line this up. Don't want to clip any of the port. The port master would not be happy with us, nor the ferry owner. Go, like a glove. And let's just stop and more up there. Cool. So we should be able to sell this. £28,567. Lovely job. I like the boat sounds as well. So that's a nice amount of money from the logs. Yeah, definitely glad to get paid that amount, because it was quite a lot of effort doing all that loading. I don't think I've ever done that amount of manual log loading before. On my previous series, Ravenport, I was using the autoloader, so yeah, definitely my first time loading logs. Can be quite repetitive and tedious, but once you get the neck of it, it's alright. Oh my goodness. You can see a fin in the distance. We're going to need a bigger boat. Luckily it's sailing away from us. Sailing? Swimming. I don't think sharks sail. Unless they're on holiday. Oh, what a nice horn. Give him a toot back. Good stuff. Right, let's get back to the port at the farm, and we can get the truck unloaded and get over to field number 4 to see how Nordic is doing. I assume he might have picked up the Schluter to do the ploughing. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he did, because we would have been using the vent to turn over this upturned log trailer and truck. I love it. So let's get back and over to see Nordic. Cool, looks like Nordic has finished the ploughing. So let's get over to the field and see what he's done. Oh yes, look at that. Nicely ploughed. Cool. So Nordic is going to go get the seeder that's at field number 12. Left it there last time. Although I don't see it on the map, but yeah, pretty sure it is there. Oh yeah, there it is. Cool, so we are going to dash off to the lime mine to fill this up to 100%, and then we can scan a line. Better be quick, because Nordic's going to be hot on our heels with the seeder, wanting to get going. So let's dash over there. From recollection, I think it's just down here and over the waterway, past the dinosaur bones. But yeah, the field looks really good now it's been ploughed. You can see that through the trees. Yep. Right, yeah. Down here past the dinosaur bones. What odd instructions and directions. I think if you said that in real life. Over the waterways and past the dinosaur bones. People would probably think you're crazy. But anything goes on Spectacle Island. It is a bustling island with yeah, lots of boats, lots of stuff going on. It's a really intriguing map. And I'm not sure whether those were dinosaur bones or whale bones. You tell me. Cool, so luckily we did beat Nordic back from field number 12, getting the cedar. But we better get started so we don't take too long. I think I'm going to start this side because this is the sort of flat edge. And start by doing the headland, turn the mini-map on, check we're scanning, and then check we've got precision farming and the auto application going. So let's get with the liming. I think we can improve the width of the bredel, but I'm not sure if it was any wider, that it might actually apply outside of where we've scanned. So if it's a scanned field already, it's good. We can widen the spreader and it will know what rate to apply. But when we're scanning fields for the first time, you only want to spread really the width of your scanner. So quite handy that it's a fully widened upgrade, but we will probably do that when we get to it. So, headland first, bit of a bendy field at the top here. I've got to say, looking much neater now we've got that withered crop out of it. Nordic's done a good job with the ploughing. I didn't expect anything less. And we've made a pretty good profit from all of our logs. So I think the load I took was 29,000 and the load that Nordic took was 29,000. So yeah, after the costs of the plough, we're sat just under 30,000, which is really going to benefit the farm. We're going to plant a crop in here, which is going to be a good earner. And we've got fields 12 and 15 growing with soybean and oats respectively, so we will probably be harvesting them next session or very soon. Of course, I can't forget about the logs to the right. We've got to take that firewood to the sell point, so if we get enough time I'll get this field finished up and we can get that over to the sell point. Yeah, we're going to be doing some liming and seeding in action. I wonder what crop he's going to choose. We haven't discussed it, so we'll have to wait and see. And it looks like this lime is going to do the whole field. This soil type doesn't seem to be taking much lime, which is very good. And there we go. The second run passed, but the field is now fully limed to the right level that it needs to be. A little bit annoying that we had to go over it twice, but yeah, I'm guessing it just bugged out slightly there. I've never had it where you've had to do sort of 2 passes, so maybe the field was just super low on lime and it couldn't apply high enough, or the more likely just bugged out, so we had to do 2 passes, which hasn't made an easy job for Nordic. He obviously can't see where he's been because I've limed over places he's seeded, but I think he can probably use the map to see where he's got to go. Cool, right, so let's get that dropped off there, and we can get our 2 pallets of firewood over to the sell point whilst Nordic is finishing up. Right, so sell point, need to have a look at where the best price is. We're running out of daylight, so firewood is right at the end here, so the best price is the bakery. Ah, that's really good because that's not very far at all. I think that is literally just here around the corner. Wow. So 1 pallet that was full was worth £11,383, and there was one that had a little just less than full, so that was a great profit, nearly up to £50,000. So that's going to greatly help us in the next episode. Right, so Nordic is on his way back from grabbing some more seed and fertiliser. I think this is probably going to be his last couple of strips. I can't see what he's planted. For some reason it's not letting me. So check out his video and you can see what he's planted. I certainly will be. Going to just quickly make use of some time ferrying bits back to the farm. The scanner and the seeder. Sorry, not the seeder, the spreader, and also the bale trailer. So we'll get that all back to the farm nice and neatly, so we're ready to use it another day. Okay, so that is Nordic done, the last strip. So yeah, I think we're good to go back to the farm. Don't know if he's got any bits he's just going to tidy up at the edge. Yeah, I think he's got one little strip left and then he'll see us back at the farm. So let's get this trailer back. We are losing the light. It's probably the latest we've worked. But in the evening time on Spectacle Island, there's a few nice nighttime animations. One you can probably see ahead, which is the lighthouse light whirling around, warning all of the shipping. And there's a lot of shipping of the rocks and the coast. Another great touch. Yeah, here we are back at the farm after what's felt like quite a long day. It's been very chaotic. The logging to start with wasn't really going to plan. We've got lots of bits of driftwood left everywhere. That's because some of it went a little bit crazy, and with multiplayer it got a little bit buggy. Seems like I can't pick up bits of driftwood, but I'm sure once we reset the game and try again next time, it'll be back up and running how it's meant to be. But yeah, we started working on the farm, clearing the logs, got them loaded up, and then we got over to field number 4 to start clearing away the logs that Nordic sorted out last time. We got them loaded up, and we also did some firewood, which was nice. Nordic did a trip to the sawmill, and I did a trip to the sawmill. We earned £30,000 or thereabouts a piece. And yeah, with the firewood, that was a very good earner. That was just around £10,000 per pallet, which is awesome. But yep, it's been a long day, and Nordic has finished seeding field number 4. We limed and scanned it, although the liming didn't quite go to plan, but nonetheless, it's all done now. Still can't see what has been seeded, but I will ask. We of course have our soybean and oats in fields 14 and 15, which are nearing the later stages of growth, which is really good. So time to call it a day there. Going to put the kettle on, turn the lights on, and get to it. But yeah, thanks very much for watching. Please do check out Nordic's channel and video. Get to see things from his perspective, which is good. Big thank you for any views, likes and subscribes. If you've got any tips, tricks or things you'd like us to do, then feel free to leave a comment. Yep, I will catch you next time. Until then, see you later. Bye bye.